Hey, Charles, do you have a minute?
Hey, Sophia, what's up?
I got a strange message on Facebook from your mother. She said you're depressed, and you haven't been going to work, and it's all my fault.
Huh? What do you mean? I'm feeling good, and I've been going to work every day. What is she talking about?
I have no idea.
My mom doesn't even have Facebook. She can't even text.
I know. I ignored the messages. It just felt so strange. It's honestly creepy.
Right.
I'll keep an eye on things for a bit. Maybe someone is trying to prank me or something.
Even so, do you have any idea who did it?
No. But you seem healthy and been going to work. So I won't stress about the text messages then.
It's weird, right? It's strange to receive such a mysterious message from someone you don't know at all.
I know, right? It's weird.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you get another one.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Sophia. What have you done? You've betrayed my dear son and pushed him to this. You cheating wife. It's because of you that my son ended his life. You better do the same for him. You will pay for this. Remember that.
Charles? I got another message.
Huh? The same person?
Yeah.
Are they pretending to be my mom again?
Yes.
What did they say?
About what?
What's wrong?
It's a little too much to say, so I'll just send you a screenshot. Please check it.
What the hell is this? This is horrifying. I'm very much alive and kicking.
Right. I got worried the moment I got the message.
I'm the same. But who would do this crazy thing?
I have no idea.
I asked my mom just to be sure. But she said it wasn't her. She said she doesn't even know how to text.
You know, I don't think it's her. The way the message is written, it just doesn't sound like her at all. I can tell it's not her.
I can tell it's not her style.
What do I do now? It's creeping me out.
I know. I'm starting to get worried, so let's think of a plan. Make sure to lock up tight until I get back. No matter who comes knocking, don't open the door, okay?
Okay.
Just pretend like nobody's home.
Okay.
Your husband just passed away. What is wrong with you? It's because of your affair that my son got sick and ended up like that. You must end your life too. I know you're reading these messages. Come home right now. How long do you plan to keep running away?
They're saying to come home. Of course, I didn't reply.
Hey, Sophia. I've been curious about that message ever since you sent it to me.
What about it?
I thought there might be some clues, so I checked out their profile pic. It's just a backyard shot, but it looked kind of familiar to me.
What? Where do you think it is?
The picture seemed pretty old. I had this feeling I'd seen it before, but couldn't quite place it. But just now, it hit me out of the blue.
Did you remember where it was?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's the backyard of Johnson's old house.
Johnson's? You mean Mike's house?
Yeah. That house was already gone when you were married. And honestly, you hardly ever went to your parents' place, so you probably wouldn't have noticed.
What?
I was pretty close with Mike during middle school, right? So I used to visit his house all the time, so I'm sure it's his backyard.
You're right. We went to the same school, but you were close with Mike, and that's how I got introduced to you.
Yes. After we started dating, I didn't see much of him anymore, so I stopped going over to his place. But I still remember that backyard scenery.
After that, Mike got fed up with his mom's messy life and left. They didn't talk much, and we were pretty much estranged. So there was no contact with Mike's mom after we got married. Maybe she doesn't even know about Mike and me getting divorced. What do you think?
That's possible. I'll ask my friends about Mike. I want to know if he's okay.
Yeah, we all used to be friends. And even though he is my ex-husband, it's just too much for me to figure it out myself. Can you do it for me?
Of course. I'm not going to forgive you.
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
You finally decided to respond, huh? How can you keep ignoring your mother-in-law for days? Especially after your husband passed away. You're incredibly insensitive and rude.
I'm rude? Who the hell are you? My mother-in-law is right next to me.
Huh?
I've decided to stay over at my in-laws for a while. Just for some added security and peace of mind. You know, their place has this great security setup. And I figured it would be better than being alone or in some sketchy situation. You gave me the creeps. It's comforting to have my in-laws looking out for me. Oh yeah, my husband's here too, keeping me company.
What the hell are you talking about? Your husband is Mike, right? He passed away. And your in-laws live in an apartment. They don't own a house. Stop lying and trying to avoid responsibility. It's not going to work.
I think you're misunderstanding something here. I'm Mike's ex-wife.
Huh? What do you mean?
You're Mike's mother, right?
Yes. What kind of question is that?
I'm his ex-wife.
What? After pushing Mike to the limit, you turn around and marry another guy right after he passes away?
What are you even talking about? It's been 3 years since I married my current husband. I haven't been in touch with Mike for 3 years.
What? I don't get it.
Look, you're sending incredibly annoying messages to the wrong person. Please stop messaging me for good.
Wait. Cheating on Mike. I'll collect it on Mike's behalf.
I don't understand what you're saying. There's no reason for me to pay you compensation.
What are you saying? You're so shameless. You cheated, didn't you?
What? I'm no longer Mike's wife.
I know that, but the fact remains that you cheated while you were his wife.
I never cheated on him.
You're unbelievable. You said you were married, right? You were probably cheating even before divorcing Mike. That's why you got divorced, obviously.
For your information, I didn't start dating my current husband until 2 years after divorcing Mike.
Huh?
Well, actually, it's been 7 years since I divorced Mike.
What?
Mike and I got divorced because we found we had different values and lifestyles after living together. We talked about it a lot and agreed to separate. Neither of us cheated, so there was no compensation involved in the divorce.
What?
How long has it been since you talked to Mike? Well, given his attitude, it didn't seem like he'd reach out anyway.
What? But wasn't it your affair that caused Mike's mental illness and led to his passing?
He was alive and doing well.
Huh? Then why does he have a gun?
He was at the shooting range with his friends, and it seems that when he fired a gun, the recoil caused him to lose balance and fall down. He hit his head during the fall, so he got checked, but thankfully, there were no issues found.
What?
The one who cheated on your son isn't me. Mike remarried someone else after our divorce, and that person cheated on him. They've been divorced for 6 months now. You've got the wrong person.
No way. I can't believe it.
I knew you and Mike weren't on good terms back then. Heard you were living recklessly, partying with men and racking up debts.
That's none of your business.
Who on earth told you that Mike passed away?
I heard it through a friend. I thought he had passed away because I heard he had a serious head injury and lost consciousness.
How could you just assume your son's dead without checking the facts first? What kind of mother does that?
Well, it's because there was no way to get in touch with him.
Well, it's none of my business. But I found out some things about Mike. There's absolutely no reason for me to pay any compensation. You're welcome to ask him directly. By the way, when was Mike's funeral held?
I'm not really sure. I thought maybe I wasn't told because Mike didn't like me and we were estranged.
Right? Well, because he's living just fine, you know.
Wait a minute. Does that mean I'm not getting my money?
Damn right. I don't even know what the compensation is for. Everything you're saying just doesn't make sense.
No way.
Anyway, I'm living happily with my husband and mother-in-law. So please don't bother me anymore. I have nothing to do with Mike anymore. We have no connection whatsoever. It's just annoying to keep receiving messages from you. What do you want? I told you not to contact me anymore. Please leave me alone.
Wait a minute.
Can you do me a favor? What? You're a stranger to me.
You don't have to be so cold. I'm your ex-mother-in-law.
What's your point?
To be honest, I'm in debt.
I heard about that. Mike really resented you for it.
I feel bad about it.
How much do you owe?
Around $80,000.
What? What did you spend all that money on? It's not something you can just spend without thinking, right?
I'm estranged from my son, right? So, to distract myself from the loneliness, I met someone while I was out partying.
What?
He's younger than me. He was always there, comforting me when I needed it. I spoiled him because he made me feel better about myself.
Are you serious? What are you thinking? He's probably playing you.
No, that's absolutely not true. I haven't lived my life aimlessly until now.
What?
I can tell he's into me. He wants me.
You're oddly calm considering you're $80,000 in debt. If that man really cared about you, he wouldn't have let you get into so much debt.
I want to be there for him. If he desires me, I'm ready to do anything for him. So I'd appreciate it if you could lend me around $150,000.
Huh? I thought you owe $80,000.
Yeah.
Then why ask for $150,000?
I just told you. I want to be there for him. I want to use the rest of the money for him.
What the hell? You're unbelievable. No wonder your son doesn't want to do anything with you.
Mike won't understand me because he's a guy. But you're not, so I know you'll understand how I feel. So lend me the money.
That's enough. You're my ex-husband's mother. We're not even family anymore. Why would I loan you money? And honestly, I doubt I'd ever see it again if I did lend you any.
That's not true. I plan to work hard and pay it back.
Even if you did work hard, I know you're going to spend it on your little boyfriend. You are out of your mind.
Sophia, please.
It's not just my money. It's also for my family, so I can't spend it freely. Besides, I don't have that amount of money to spare.
Well, why don't you take out a loan in your name?
Huh? You are something else. Why should I, who has nothing to do with you, have to borrow money for your sake? If you keep sending these weird messages, I'll consider it stalking and report it to the police, all right?
Why are you being like that? Even if I'm your ex-mother-in-law, I'm still in need. Isn't it just common decency to help someone in need?
You've got to be kidding me. Did you leave your son high and dry for years? You couldn't even help your own son. Yet you have the nerve to say that to me? Seriously, cut it out.
Please, don't report me. I'm in a bind and you're my last hope. Could you please lend me some money?
I promise to pay it back. This conversation isn't going anywhere, so I'll end it here.
No. Won't you help me? Are you really that heartless?
I'll block this account. If you keep contacting me, I'll file a report. Goodbye.
Sophia, how about me? I was supposed to have my happy ending.
Treated her like shit and decided to leave her. Well, that's to be expected, isn't it? It seems like she begged for him not to leave her. Left with nothing but the debt, she found herself forced into working day and night to repay it. It's a lot for her age, but it's her fault. I have no further details as she's no longer my concern. It was unexpected to receive a call from Mike, apologizing for his mother's behavior. Never thought I'd have such a conversation with my husband over something like this. Thankfully, things have settled down now, and I'm relieved. Living peacefully with Charles and his mother feels good.